Here is Danny, and today, Battlefield 5's Battle Royale mode Firestorm is today 1 year old. So I played a few rounds today, and let's see what is left of the mode, what they have changed in the past year, what the biggest problems were, and how it could have been fixed, and if I still enjoy it. This video will consist out of pure gameplay, narration and opinionated stuff, so let's see how that goes. It also gets quite long apparently, which is rare for my channel. It is time for the first match. Ping is a bit high and not a crazy amount of players sadly. I was probably connecting to Los Angeles or something like that. I remember there was a new room with a shouldve generator. Some Easter egg thing that was never solved or finished. Same for those damn cans scattered everywhere. And trust me, I've been trying to find out what that stuff all means, but the devs never replied sadly. Anyway, the match starts and I drop in at the Devil's Anus, also known as Dickside Pluto, and I quickly get myself a shotgun. Then I hear an enemy rushing my location, so I quickly take him out with my high ping. Where I also notice the first bug that DICE has added since launch. I think it was the last patch actually. Even though I'm playing solos, I killed an enemy and he went into the last stand stage, which means he can still kill me if he has a pistol, and I have to finish him off. Which is a bit weird and dicey, but I can live with it I guess. I quickly open a safe and then go for the tank that is next to me. I fill it up because my tanks need to stay hydrated at all times and drive away. I drive around a bit and get ambushed by a player. I break his armor twice and eventually down him before he leaves. But it leaves my tank in a pretty bad state sadly. Which eventually gets me killed because a second player joins the fight. Now it is time for the second round. The ping is good, 30 enemies, let's do this. I go to one of the new locations on the map, which is called the Dome. Some people are dropping with me, so I go to the other side of where he lands, so I can gear up a little bit. I cut myself a stand, up my armor and go look for him. I spot a guy in the distance, so I run towards him to bridge the gap and shoot at the German elite. Because I know he's on low health, I rush him and kill him when he's on the ground. Due to the loot system, I accidentally pick up a gun I didn't want, but luckily it doesn't screw me over. I can hear another guy in the distance and I shoot him a few times before he runs away. Using a shouldve on range doesn't really help. I try to rush him because I broke his armor. But he has placed mines, so I shoot them and rush him again. But I almost ran into another of his traps with some Jeep stuff scattered around on the floor. That cheeky bastard. We have a little bit of a fight, but luckily he decides to push me and my shouldve, so I kill him the moment he finds out that is a bad idea. I have to exit the dome because of the circle. I'm outside, but eventually I can hear an enemy coming towards me, so I decide to wait for him, even though he has the high ground. I manage to down him, but he leaves me almost dead. Then I die, but I forgot to record that part. And now it is time for round 3, one of the most tense matches I've played. I decide to land at the church. I go into the secret dungeon and wonder what for stuff has happened there before the shouldve experiments have started. I loot everything inside and I hear a guy nearby, so I'm gonna get him. Serves him right for being so noisy while everyone is trying to sleep. So I walk around his building, see him camping on a second floor, and manage to hit him and down him. I can see that the circle is coming, so I steal the truck next to it and decide to capture one objective while the storm is coming for me. It gives me tons of assault ammo, a level 3 STG and a V1, which will definitely be useful. I take a nice look at the storm itself before I go into the barracks area. I hear there is a guy next to me thanks to my amazing sound warring skills. So I move towards him silently and murder his hope and dreams. Once again I can hear a guy in the distance, so I decide to chase him. He's in the hut next to me, so I jump out of it to surprise him. My aim absolutely fails right there, so he gets away. But luckily I'm an epic gamer, so I kill him eventually with my pure skill and training. Sadly, all that commotion means more people come to me. I get shot from somewhere, but I have no idea from where, so I start to run. I get hit a few times, but luckily the guy who shot me has to come towards me because the storm is behind him. So I quickly heal up and wait for him. Not with some tea, but with bullets. I kill him because I'm a pro at soundboarding and because he had pretty bad guns. But then the biggest issue of Firestorm shows up. The physics-based loot, where it rolls down the hill. I really wish loot was not bound to physics and would just stay put on its location. And that you automatically pick up ammo till its caliber slot is full, so a bit like Warzone has right now. Because I actually like to see what items are dropped from a distance instead of the lootbox system from games like PUBG. But yeah, it's a little bit too late for that now, innit? I take my way down and see some houses. I start to camp in one of those, but I hear someone in the house near me. I'm not 100% sure which one, but the moment they are firing at someone I whip out my V1. Because that is a thing in this battle royale, and I launch it at the enemies like I'm in the Firestorm trailer. As an enemy tries to get in the building, he gets obliterated by my V1. But when I try to finish him off, I can hear another guy. So I shoot him too, but he gets away. So I whip out my snipey boy and wait for him to peek. And eventually a bullet flies into his brain. So I'm gonna act as the cleanup crew and kill both guys and grab his stuff. I see loads of lads running in the distance, but not much I can do about it, while his house is crumbling down. My house gets some artillery on its roof, so there must be someone else nearby. Luckily I spot him running from the storm. I whip out my sniper again and kill him in 3 shots and let the circle finish him off. But he left before that happens. The zone is coming again and it ends in a pretty open location. So I guess I have to play this safe. There is 3 people left in the last circle. I am playing super passively in the hope I can third party their fight and win. However, I'm on the edge of the circle, so I have to move anyway. So the moment the circle closes, I make my way to the middle, where players start shooting me. I luckily manage to kill him, but I do not have the time to heal up, because another enemy starts shooting me. It's the last one. Luckily I kill both, and I finish off the last dudes and win. What a tense damn match with 9 kills. And honestly, I have always enjoyed this mode. Sure, it had some problems, like being part of Battlefield 5 and the looting system and the lack of support, because DIE seemingly only has 10 people left working there. But honestly, Criterion did a great job, and it is sad that people actually wanted to die, like this lovely human specimen. But hey, if you made it this far in this surprisingly long video, thank you for watching. This was Danny, subscribe for more, and I see you on the battlefield.